Alright, so today I am starting some seeds, and I'll show you how I'm doing it this year. It's pretty inexpensive. Last year I tried the Jiffy pots, which is the little discs that you get water on, and I wasn't really impressed with them. I kept the trays because I thought, well, I could probably use the trays for something. But this year I'm doing things different. I took Paige from Roots and Refuge. She uses cups. And so I'm using cups this year, but I'm doing things a little bit different than her. I don't have any fancy trays to set them in, and I'm not doubling the cups because I didn't buy any marbles. But I'm using $1 trays from the Dollar Tree. It's just a basket. I bought 7 of them because I was going to start trying to do some fodder, but I haven't got to do anything with them yet. Figured they're perfect to put the cups in, or even I have some pots from where I ended up having to buy some vegetables last year. I saved them to reuse them. So I'll show you what I'm up to today. Okay, so I use things that are pretty much inexpensive. Like these are $1 trays from the dollar store, Dollar Tree. They're pretty sturdy. I think I could probably get a couple of years, maybe 3 years of use out of them. But here's what I'm doing. I got Jiffy Mix because this is what they had at Walmart. I figured it would be okay. It's what's suggested online a lot. But I have these pots that I already had, and I've already filled them with dirt. And then I filled up cups, and they've all got holes drilled in the bottom of them. But they fit in this tray pretty good. But the good thing about the cups is I can always write on them with a Sharpie what I'm going to plant in them. So I have a tray, and I also have a spray bottle because then, sorry, the TV is on, but that way I can spray them without displacing the seeds, hopefully. So just a regular spray bottle. And other than that, it's pretty simple. You just scoop it out about 3/4 full and set it down in here. Now I have a baby coming in here. This is what kitchen tables were made for, guys. Everybody sits around them. You do all your crafts, all your little things, and you know it. Okay, so these, how big are these? 9-ounce cups. 15 fits in this tray. That's a good amount. Like I said, I already had 7 trays, and I bought 2 bags of this 12-quart size starting mix from Jiffy. And because I didn't know exactly how much I'd need, I do know I have a ton of seeds to plant. So let's go ahead and get started. I decided just recently I'm going to put my tomatoes in these ones. So the majority of this stuff came from the dollar store, the Dollar Tree, except for the Jiffy Mix, and it's about $5 a bag. But the Dollar Tree also had, these are 10 packs of little write-on labels, so you can just poke them down in the ground next to whatever you're growing. But I'm not going to do that yet. I'm going to write on the cup what I'm going to put in it. That way I can be a little more precise about things, maybe. And then if, like, one of the kids gets into this stuff, it's not going to be a mess trying to figure it out. So I'm going to do tomatoes first because I'm going to put them in these bigger square pots. And Hastings playing with the camera again. Hey, put it down. Put it down. Put it down. Dad, please help me. He just really wants on camera, that's all it is. So, right here that I have, I just have 5 types right there, I think. I still have to buy a couple more seed packets, but I was looking to, I have some other stuff I have to buy. So I'm going to start peppers first, and I'm doing them in the smaller pots. And I apologize if you can't hear me great. Like I said, the TV is on, but I will voice over if I have to. So pretty much what I'm going to do is I'm going to start out with the one that's going to take the longest to do anything. I think they're all about the same. Okay, so they look all about the same. So let's just pick one. We'll start with poblano peppers. They're kind of a favorite at the moment for us because they have kind of a neat taste, and they're really good stir-fried and on, you can use them as ancho peppers if you wanted to. So the seeds are pretty tiny. Show you. They're not real great big, but that's fine also. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to spray. I'm probably not going to plant 6, but I was just going to spray 6 to start out. And I'm going to just take a few of these little guys. I'm going to drop one. Try not to get them in the creases between your fingers because they are lost causes. Take a few little seeds, and you'll make sure all of the packets say how deep to plant them. These ones just happen to be 1/4 of an inch. So I just usually take the very end of my finger, like that. Plop those 3 little seeds down in there. You know, if you get 2, that's fine. If you get 4, that's fine also. That's just a folksy word for wild horses. There we go. I got 3 pots of poblano peppers right there. So make sure and give them a nice little drink. Like I said, on the bottom of all of the cups that I'm using right now, I have a hole drilled in them for drainage, so that way you don't drown your poor little seeds. But, so we're right.
All went to school together at Texas A&M University. We just graduated, and it is a perfect time in our lives.
Poblano on this cup. So, ideally, if I would have thought about it ahead of time, I would have cut the top part of this off, so then you can see what you wrote on it. But you always have your handy little stakes here. You can poke those in. And just as long as you remember what direction you did your rows, you should be fine.
What mom and dad might say, or what society says, like, well, that's good. That's going to help you get another step ahead when you go with bridge and all that stuff. Well, and while I'm doing all that, I'm looking over and Ben's like, well, I'm driving from Mexico to Canada. I'm going to
So I got 3 poblano peppers in it. And I like doing a little less dirt, I guess, because I prefer to have a little more leeway. I do have a cat that likes to get into stuff, and make sure you kind of tap the dirt down. I forgot to mention that earlier. You know, kind of pack it down. And they're not real bad, but you know, fairly decent. And if you want to add more dirt, you can always add more dirt. This is just how I do it. So I'm gonna do a little spray in those cups. We'll go to the next variety, which I'm gonna do Ozark Giants. These are supposed to be really big bell peppers, which these bell peppers are good in stir fries and with fajitas. Cook them with onions. I like cooked bell peppers. I don't like raw bell peppers. And these are a big variety, so they make really good cooked bell peppers. Shake some seeds out again. Like I said, 2 to 4. 2 to 4. That's all you need in there. If you put a few more, that's fine. I like to try and not waste seeds though, because I can keep them for the next year. put these up. And I'll show you another thing that I do. I don't know if anybody else really does it, but this is something that I do. I like to preserve flowers because flowers are special. My husband gets them for me every once in a while. Like he got me a dozen white roses for Valentine's Day. And I'll show you how I go about preserving them. And I'll even show you some that I have preserved. And so I've had them for several years now and they look great. And I actually didn't even think about doing this video until Matt said something, because I said, oh, I'm going to have to save some of these flowers. And here they are. They're a week old now. They're kind of wilting. This one here is gorgeous. It's huge. But I'll show you what I do to save flowers, to preserve them on the stem. And, you know, if you like it, you like it. And hopefully it helps you to preserve some memories from your loved ones. Okay, a few things you'll need is cheap hairspray is fine. I like Aquanet best, but this is what I have because my son used all of the Aquanet. And then you'll just look. These ones will save okay. It won't hurt them, but you can pick ones that's got nice big blooms or closed blooms. But you just gotta take them apart from in there. If they lose petals, that's common too. It's not a big deal. These ones are actually trying to sprout, so you could just about plant some of these, I think, and it would be okay. But I'm going to start with this one. And if you haven't already, I strip all of the leaves off of the stem. And then typically I'll hold it around the top like that. Take the hairspray. Spray, try and get all down in the petals. It kind of helps them hold structure. So, see there? Just nice short little sprays. And then you'll hang them, and I'll show you how I do that. I like to hang them upside down with pants hangers. Oh, I guess I should also mention, you might want to trim the stalk down some more, just because it's going to be a little rotten from being in water, especially ones that came potted. So let me get my scissors. And I just, oh, I kicked that, sorry. I just take it off a few inches. Right like that. And if you're worried about your petals peeling out too much, you can take wax paper and wrap around them. I'm not too concerned about this one. They seem pretty sturdy. So Matt told me I should do this with the wax paper to show you guys how to do it. So it's pretty simple. I just pull out a piece of wax paper, I don't know, 6 inches wide. And then you take, woo, hey, take your flower, and I always start on a corner, and then you kind of just, I'm not even in frame the whole time, so that's okay. You just fold it around the flower. It kind of mushes the petals down, but it keeps them kind of rose shaped, because if they're hanging, if they're like this and they dry out, the petals will just peel out because it'll get too big. But this kind of, which I only have duct tape handy at the moment, but it holds it together. You can also run a piece of wire through it, like floral wire, and hang it, but I have found that these pants hangers work great. So then just clip it and let it hang and dry, or you can clip it down toward the bottom, but that's what I do. And then I can hang a couple together on each hook, and I usually hang them in a closet where it's dark and there's not a lot of stuff going on, there's not a lot of traffic. Anyway, I just hang them up right here. These two, which I just dropped one, I did last week. And they look pretty good. I wanted to keep some as buds, so that's why I went ahead and did them. I'm not real sure about that, but I dropped this one and knocked some petals off, but you can see it doesn't look bad, but they're kind of still soft. It takes several months for them to turn out pretty good. And here they are hanging. I went ahead and I did the wax paper on 2 of them and not on 2 of them. It doesn't really make a difference. Like I said, it keeps them kind of looking like buds like this, but this one just doesn't look very good to me. That's why you do a bunch of them. If you can save some, you can save some. Or if you wanted to try and root some, you could, but you have to have a rooting hormone, I think is what it's called, for that. And I've never tried it, so I couldn't advise you on that at all. I have some mild success with the saving roses like this, but if you have questions, guys, you can always just send me a message, ask it in the comments, and I'll tell you the best I can how I do things and how it works for me. Now, I will tell you this hairspray smells bad and it's really sticky, so my floor is horribly sticky, but I already have to mop, so it's okay. If you can do it outside, I would suggest doing it outside. It's kind of raining here today, so couldn't do it. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching and sticking with me. I'm rambling, and I don't like to ramble, but thank you for watching, and we appreciate all of our feedback. Everybody we talk to, it's amazing, and it makes us feel good that we're doing something that someone else gets some kind of benefit from, even if it's just the entertainment factor. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. We'll see you soon, and God bless.